Good morning traders, Tracy here, and I just wanted to share in this video what my morning routine is. And it is just a little after 6 a.m. right now. I get up at about 5 a.m. every single morning, go for a little bit of a workout. I first chug a bottle of water that I usually have on my side table. And that refreshes my brain, gets it hydrated, get me started. I work out, have a shower, and then now I spend the next hour getting ready mentally for my day. And I spend that by doing some reading, some writing, and some meditation. That's what I do. So stick around. Once I'm done all of that, we'll head on into the office, get the computer started up, and then I'll go through my morning routine on finding gaps and preparing for the market. So here's my office. That's my setup. I've got 4 monitors. Yes, I've got a bunch of lighting because I do create content regularly, and that's my setup. So it's fairly clean. I mean, I am in the middle of a move, but my desk itself, I'll just take a look here. My desk is clean. And then the other thing that I have on my desk is right here. This is my trading journal. Now that is different than it's different than my trading log. So my trading journal is just a paper journal, and what I do with that is I actually write down any of my thoughts for any of the gaps or any of the trades that I have set up. I have a manual system that I just write my thoughts, and then I have a digital log that allows me to track my actual trades. And I can correlate those from day to day when I'm back trading, just to see kind of what I was thinking on that day when I'm back trading. I can go back in history and see what I was thinking and see if maybe that's changed, maybe that affected the way that I was trading that particular day, whatever it might be, but I keep a log of that kind of stuff as well. All right, so I'm gonna jump into the computer and I'll be right back. All right, folks, welcome back. I am at my computer now. It is 7:02 in the morning. The market opens up in 30 minutes. The first thing that I do is I actually go through all of my swing trades. So I have a little tab here in TradingView that keeps track of all my swings that are open. So right now I'm currently in AMD. It looks like it's gapping up right now, so that's good. Now what I'm doing right now is actually just looking to see if there's any places that I can add to the position, if it looks like a good add to the position. And really the way that I determine that is if it's a trade that I would initially start, then that's the place that I would add into the trade. So I just check that, see if I need to make any adjustments to my stops. Right now everything looks good. I'm in this trade as well, CHTR, and it's there's nothing gapping at this particular minute. It's just kind of sitting there. It's looking good. I don't have to make any adjustments on it. Chewy, same thing. I'm in that right now. It is gapping down a little bit, but it's still in profitability at this point. Nothing's telling me that I need to make any adjustments to it. Coin, I'm currently in this one as well. Looks like it's gapping up, and I'm paying attention to, like I said, these types of things. So I just take oh, look at gold. Gold is gapping up quite significantly, so that's a good thing. Hood doesn't look like it's doing much of anything, just settling out right now. Nike, it's looking good. Let's just let that one do its thing. And then Wayfair isn't doing much right now. It's gapping down, but it's all good. So I'm just going to leave it at that. There's nothing that I need to do. I'm in Tesla as well. Let's take a quick peek at that one. And it is gapping up slightly. And I just have to stay in it and modify anything as the day progresses and any of my alerts settle in. So that's pretty much it. I start with my swings. I don't see anything that I need to adjust. I'm currently not looking to get into any swings right now. I am full up on my swings. I need to start exiting some positions. So the next thing I do is I head over to my active tab, which is my day trading tab, and I take a look at what is available on my charts. So as we said, AMD, that one, let me just change this tab over to my orange tab. Right now, I currently only trade Tesla, AMD, Qs, sometimes Apple, and sometimes Square on day trades. Sometimes Hood. There's a few different ones that I might just add in, but all the time it'll be Qs, AMD, and Tesla. Those are the 3 that I focus on. And that's because I am a volume profile trader. At this point, I am not looking particularly for gaps. But in this video, what I'm going to do is show you what my gap scanner would look like and how I would go through and assess those gaps. So let's take a look at this. I go down to the stock screener and I go into my pre-market gap settings, and I'll quickly just reveal what those settings are. You can take a screenshot of this. These are the settings that I use to find gaps. And then what that does is it creates, you can see on the side here, I've got 50 gaps to look at. Now, I'm just going to quickly go through these gaps, and let me just switch to a daily chart. And I'll take a quick glance at where price is, and I can see price is sitting at 50.57. That's not the kind of gap that's sitting right here. This isn't the kind of gap that I would be looking for. If I gap, I am expecting to see a gap outside of the prior range. That's the only time I would be gap trading. That's for me. That may not be for you. So this is not one that I want. I'm going to jump down to AAL. Again, that is an inside gap. I'm ignoring that one. Okay, so AG, this one is a gap. Obviously, silver and gold, the metals are gapping up. This one is gapping above a resistance. So this one here, I would add to my list, and I just flag it. Let's put it as a blue flag for now. And then I move on to the next one, AGC, gapping very close to this high, but it's too big of a gap. I don't like those gaps. AMC, gapping down into potentially a support. Can take a look at that one. AMC is on the list. AMD we know is gapping outside the range, so I'll leave that on the list. Let's just change that to a blue just so we can look at it. Okay, and then AVIR, let's take a quick look at that one. The next thing that I can do is go over to this side here, and I select the blue list. And I unfortunately have tons of things in my blue list. Let's see if I have anything else. Let's do red list. So let's just quickly turn these into red. All right, so there's my list. Let's head over to here, and these are all of the flags or all of the gaps. So now I can close the screener, and then what I can do is I can just go through each of these and continue to rule them out. Now, I'm looking for certain criteria. I'm trying to assess my support resistance, all of that kind of thing to determine which gap has the best and the nicest. And I will narrow this field down to about 4, maybe 5 gaps that I really, really like. And that's all I would focus on. And it's very simple. So you go through the first time and you rule them out. This one's kind of got a big move, more likely that it's going to fade. So I'm going to take this off the list. AMC. AXP. So this one's a little interesting. It is a earnings gap, and you can see that there's a lot of people that are, I mean, it's breaking a decent resistance, and there was not a big move. So there's a combination of both people that could be out of the trade already, that exited, that got stopped out, or that were in this area, they exited before it actually gapped out, and they may be wanting to get back in. You also have a lot of sellers that were probably in this area and all these upper wicks, and then this area and this area, and they may be trapped right now. They may end up buying to cover. So this would be one of the gaps that I take a look at. I would keep on my list. All right, so the gap list is done. There's about 15 minutes left in the day next or before the market's open. I would go through all of these, mark my support resistance levels, and come up with a plan and start my day. That is pretty much my morning routine for getting ready for trading. I would love to know what your morning routine is, so in the comments below, please throw in some of your morning rituals, your morning routines, and if you found value in this video, please hit the subscribe, hit the like, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. And if you did find value, if there's something that I'm doing in the day that you want to adopt, I'd love to hear that too, so throw that in the comments. Happy trading, everyone.